Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to, most likely, the finale of Let's Play Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Last time we left off, we went back 10 years ago to Temsek Park to hopefully change the fate of Yomiel himself, and change the future, hopefully. And right now we are so close, but that thing is tumbling down, that street lamp. And I don't want Lynn to die, so Yomiel said, no, you know what? Go ahead and manipulate this nozzle right here. And that's what we're doing. Now gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you'll only have a split second. Okay, now do it! Got it! Okay. Now it's your turn, Missile. What? Me? But what can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, got it! Alright. You can swap them! That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But, even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. Let's swap them then. And I believe this right here is the final trick we're going to perform in this game. Now what? It's no use! We can't stop that horrible Mino! What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? I'm assuming he's going to manipulate her. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm going to save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Oh, that's insane. No, wait a minute! Couldn't you just roll out the way? Ye gods! Is that what is meant to happen? Ah, you're awake. What about Yomiel? Hey, mister, is your knee okay? Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... What's that, a lollipop? What's that? Oh, never mind. This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. A detective's badge? Thanks! Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Man, please don't tell me he's dead. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on. Help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself, as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But, you know, I'm glad it happened. What? It's a kitty! Aww. Hey, mister! I found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Oh, poor cat. What's up? Well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Cecil's. Cecil? The name Cecil echoes in my head. That's my real name. Huh? These long, lonely 10 years, you were my one and only friend. What? How about it? Do you remember now? What? Old friend? No. Really? I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. You've got to be kidding me. Really? After all this time? That's it? Well... Somebody, please look at me. Uh-huh. Wow. Somebody, please reach a hand out for me. I had just only died at that time. I had lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, and I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to that black kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." The man named me Cecil. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. And now we come full circle. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light. Or at least, that's what I tried to believe. What a story. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The black cat. I was possessing Cecile then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if that corpse got up and walked away, after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Cecile was inside the bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Cecile, there inside the bag, was dead. What?! Oh. That one shot must have gotten it. I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything. Or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Cecile inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsig radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, then why didn't you try to stop me? Simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that I can do that you can do that I can't. You mean I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now! That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Cecile's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed as well. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? I guess it has. So, Yomiel, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad, too. There's no point of revenge now, is there? I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? No matter what the reason. There's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. My most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Cecile? Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just want to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now. Right, Yomiel? Thank you, Cecile. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomiel. Cecile? Are we ever gonna see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Cecile, I'll never forget you! I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be going home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Yord. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. Wow. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths will all cross again. And back to the future we go. Wait! What? Well, hold on. Wait. Why wait? Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Ray? Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you! I totally forgot about you. Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I am really grateful to you, Cecile. Thank you. But don't forget, it was only a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight. The first of which was hers. Yeah, oof, yeah. What was his name again? Nearsighted Jigo? Or was that the other guy we had to defeat? Ah, whatever. Well, he's dead. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot of the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into our apartment. Alright, there we go. This is not all from the beginning of the game. Wait a minute. Don't kill Missile. No! They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process... Wait, they killed her too? 2 little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that! The powers of the dead! But how? He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute! Oof. Yeah, the radiation, there you go. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with that man in the red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? Huh. This story is, I think I'm getting a little bit confused again. He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. Huh. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you, huh? What? Holy crap! That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own, so you decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly. And then, at last, that fateful night rolled around again. Huh. By this time I had grown old and my powers were weak, so I decided to find somebody to help me this time around. And I guess that was us. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second! You were able to manipulate that desk lamp! Over the course of my long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap projects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power, especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. I knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How'd you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before on that night the first time around. We what? We met before? From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at the junkyard at the edge of town. I followed a ghost world past the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Okay. Imagine, if you will, there in darkness a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you. That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You had lost your memory that time too. You just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to Yomiel. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction, and then I gave you a time limit. A time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over. Then, you mean that thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that? Oh, completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes of age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Missile, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile, so you waited and waited these 10 long years, all for the sake of the two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Cecile. So the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. Wow. Just wow. And... Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. What's up with the music? We've seen this before. And look, that gun's not there. Everything is going... seems to be going okay. Yeah, look at that. And there's the cat. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee! It worked! But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made a surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your newest position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Yord. Dad, you're home! Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too? Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is a symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have just guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, eh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. That you will. That you will. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right. The very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Cecile. Cecile. It seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Cecile likes you, Lynn. It's Alma! Alright everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom! Aww. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow too. Oh, you wouldn't believe. And so we meet again, Cecile. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world. And I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. Huh? What was up with that? Man, look at them chow down. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives as they unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. And there we go. This has been Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Oh, what missile! And Inspector Cabanella dancing. Flowers! Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn! Like I said, this is my birthday. There's Missile. Hey, Missile, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. But birthdays are for celebrating together. We're friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. Look at them all eat. And look at Missile playing with Camilla. Aww. This is such a happy game now. Well, it seems like everything definitely worked out for the best. So, yeah. What happened? Oh, what was I say? Was it this just pause or something? And well, there goes Phoenix Wright inspired detective right there. There. How do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe then I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanella. What kind of example is the inspector providing for this man? Maybe a good one. Who knows? So, yeah, I mean, holy crap. That was one hell of a game and one hell of a story. I think this one is definitely underrated. Definitely. Here's your food, gentlemen. I forgot about all these people. Memory? What are you doing here? I heard you were going to picking out new members of the Special Investigation Unit today. So you took on a part-time job here again just so you could eavesdrop? No. Oh, you have no idea the lengths I go to reach my goals. Okay, there's probably a bug in that thing. There we go. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to give my overall opinion of this game just yet, because there's probably going to be a little cutscenes here and there until we get to the end. And there's the chef. Singing like no other. La la la. I've never cooked this way before. So exotic and so exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and whatever. Whatever. There's a bunch of ingredients. Is this really necessary? This new curry chicken? Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now, good luck with the taste test. Whatever you say. I don't know what you said. I think it's like taste testing. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is his very best customer anyway? Oh! He's on jail! That must mean that Rocker is probably, go ahead and singing, his own as well. Alrighty. This game. I'm glad I actually, got through it. I mean, it actually went by kind of quick. If I actually stay on track, then it wouldn't have gone by quicker. Are you sure we really need all these explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said. That seems like a lot. Oh, boy. Wait a minute. 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. Oh. Well, who would have thought the chicken kitchen would have such a large vault and that amount of money? So did those people die then? You would assume so, but who knows? What else is there? So this is where you work, huh, Papa? That's right, sweetheart. Darling husband, don't you have any idea of all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories, the indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? Now, must you talk that way in front of our darling little angel? Here's to this stodgy mind, my darling husband. She just kind of hit me with that glass. But, whatever. So, yeah, it seems like that family's all good. So it seems like everything worked out in the end for everybody. I mean, that's nice, considering the grim aspects of this whole entire game. What the hell are they up to? Forgot they're still around. The seal's is going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good, my man. You know I was about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir. Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. So I guess they're still up to their no good dealings, but whatever. As long as they're not really, killing people, which I hope they're not doing. Let them be. And it's just a game, so. And there is that rocker. Love, peace, and pigeons! Long live rock and roll! And there's the good old professor. The old pigeon man. I wonder if he's going to do anything with the whole Temstick fragments now. Oh, the pigeon's rocking out too. Oh god, I forgot about him. Stop the park from changing admission! Protect the rights of those who live here! Oh, that crazy guy. So yeah, it is done. Now it's like, what do I do? I kind of didn't think what game to cover next, but I'll think about it for a little bit. Today's the day, He's finally getting out. Everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this, then we have a stomachache. We call it Dance Away the Pain. Oh, I'm real interested in that one. Thank you. Could you show it to me, say, next week? You got it! Oh boy. So he said that he's finally getting out. Who could he be talking about? Perhaps we'll find out now or later? Who knows? So yeah, overall opinions on this game. I love it. If you guys love, Phoenix Wright and Capcom, same people that pretty much developed Phoenix Wright and did this, then you'll love this game as well. It's a mix between, story, but, definitely puzzles and everything, so, definitely, just pick it, if you haven't watched this, or you're just watching it in bits and pieces, and want to see, how the game plays out, then I would suggest you pick it up for your own and, play it. It's a really good game, great story, and great everything, in my opinion. I just think it was definitely underrated. I mean, as far as I know, a lot of people I know barely know about this game, so it definitely needs more recognition. But then again, maybe it is really recognized, and, and there's the Yomiel painting away. 10 long years, Yomiel. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. Yeah, I guess he did go to jail for kidnapping, I guess, or taking hostage or whatever. It's something. Thank you, Cecile. Well, here we go. And there's Keiji Unofune. A lot of Mashine behind everything. And, I think that, yeah, and the Phoenix Wright series, I believe. He's the one who created it. he painted me. What an ending. Aww. Well, wait a minute. Where's Alma? Where's... Well, I guess that's me up there. Up there. There I am. Well, where's the mother? She should be in this picture as well. And just like Phoenix Wright, they have like a photo finish type of thing going on. And everybody lived happily ever after. I hope. So, yes, this has been Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did, definitely. I think I got the story confused just a little bit. But yeah, definitely a lot of plot twists going on there, but wow. Just wow. What an insane ride. And now, it's, I'm at that point where it's like, what do I do next in terms of LPs, you know? Because, of course, as I'm recording this, Kingdom Hearts is still going and will go for a while, you know, because, you know, it's a Kingdom Hearts game. It's going to take a little while anyway. So, I'll be doing that, but I also would like to have another LP going on at the same time. But I just don't know what. Because technically, in a sense, after finishing this, I guess you could say I'm done with the whole Ace Attorney-esque games, because, you know, this game will pretty much developed by the same main developers who worked on the Ace Attorney series. So, for right now, the series is pretty much done. I'm still waiting for Ace Attorneys 2 to be patched, you know, to have an English, patch to it, but that's still working on it. People are still working on it, so I'm still waiting on it to cover it. And I know, what is it? Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies is actually coming out fairly soon. I think it's coming out next month in Japan. I think it will come out a little later for us. I can't really... I forgot the release dates, but it's coming out soon. But the problem is, I still don't have a 3DS, and getting the capture board itself for the 3DS seems like a huge investment that I kind of don't want to spend so much time in, because there's very few games I would actually get for the 3DS. And that's why I kind of want to waste, like... Because if I get the 3DS and the capture board together, it's not going to be like $450 or so. And to me, that seems super ridiculous, because I'm looking at this, like, in terms of other prices. Like, the PS4, you know, E3 is going on this week, and it was unveiled that it's going to be going for $400. And I thought it's actually pretty cheap for a console, a next-gen console anyway. And it's going to be $400, and it's like, well, I'd rather save money for that, because there's a bunch of games I want to get for that game, for that system, you know, or when it comes out. And like I said before, I never really was a huge portable gamer. I mean, I have a PSP, and I barely use it at all. So that's why I'm wondering, like, it's like I want to get a 3DS just so I can play, like, you know, Dream Drop Distance and, you know, the new Ace Attorney, but that would be it. And I kind of don't want to spend money on just getting a 3DS for those, and then getting a capture board just to record the footage so I can actually make an LP of those games. So, for right now, I mean, it won't happen. Me covering the games won't happen at the moment. But then again, you know, things might change in the future. You know, I may come across, you know, a buttload of money. Still currently going for job searching, and, you know, hopefully whenever I land a job, I can go ahead and, you know, I can go ahead and spend it as I please, although there's other stuff I gotta watch out for. So, yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is I don't know what I'm going to be covering next. I know there's other visual novel types of games for, you know, for DS. Like, I know a bunch of people are saying, you know, oh, well, you covered the Ace Attorney series, why don't you cover the Professor Layton series? Well, I don't know. I never really was a huge fan of Professor Layton, and I don't know anything about any of the games, so I can never really play them that much. So I don't think me covering them at this time would be beneficial for anyone. Um, and like logic puzzles aren't really my thing. I mean, yeah, this game had puzzles in it, but it was a little bit easier to solve. So I'm not really. I don't think I'm going to become Professor Layton ever, or even if I do, it's going to be a long time from now. And I know there's like that murder mystery type of game like 999. I've been kind of thinking about it, but I don't know. I haven't played that much of it, so it could be possible I could cover that in the future. But for right now, no. And I know there's a couple other like visual story, puzzle solving types of games as well. But I think for right now, I'm kind of done with that, and I don't know where I'm gonna go. What I'm gonna go with next. It could be a more retro game, or I've been kind of thinking about it. I have a huge Steam library building up with a bunch of games I have not even played yet or barely played. And what I would like to do is actually play those games and actually cover them as LPs. But I'm actually in the process right now trying to record off my PC, my newer PC, and like kind of have it more like HD quality. I'm trying to mess around with things right now. I'm watching a bunch of videos on it because every time I make a video, it just doesn't seem like it should be. It's up to par in terms of quality. I mean, the quality is pretty damn good, but I feel like it could be better, or it's just how I am. So maybe I'll be focusing more of my time on PC games, or I could still go the route of having more story-based games and kind of cover stuff from Telltale games, kind of like The Walking Dead, or if you guys ever played this Hector, the Badge of Carnage. That game's hilarious. I was kind of thinking about doing stuff like that as well, but we'll see how things go. All I know is whatever LP I'm going to be doing next is going to be one hell of a surprise. I think that's how I'm planning on it anyway, so it'll be a surprise for all of us, including myself. And I talked for way too damn much, so this is one hell of a finale. So once again, I would like to thank every single one of you for watching this LP, commenting, liking, subscribing, all that good jazz, and giving me the momentum to continue on with this. And I appreciate it. I always do. And I'm just happy to show off this game to you all. Like I said before, if you haven't played it yet, then definitely do so. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my LP of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. I'll see you guys later.